We live in a world that we should all want to protect, but the responsibilities for that protection should lie not with the governments that oversee us or the companies that we invest in, but with us as individuals. When I look at my family in terms of what we eat, what transport we take, and what we buy in the shops, we consume carbon in one way or other every day. I want us as a family to reduce our carbon footprint as low as possible, but I know it's impossible to eradicate it entirely. And that's why I think carbon offsetting is really important.
Carbon offsetting is the reduction or removal of emissions of carbon dioxide in order to compensate for emissions made elsewhere.
Whilst investigating ways for us as a family or our clients in our portfolios to reduce their carbon footprint, I came across a small Swedish company called Holmen. It owns over 1 million hectares of forestry land and focuses on sustainable forestry practices that help nurture biodiversity, improve ecosystems, and generate renewable products from within it.
Holmen creates carbon benefits across its whole value chain. The trees themselves absorb carbon, and as Holmen grows its forests, it increases the capacity to absorb carbon. In 2020, its forests absorbed 1.4 million tonnes of carbon dioxide. The raw materials from the timber continues to bind carbon dioxide in its refined form, and the wood-based products and renewable energy created from them replace fossil alternatives. They use every part of the tree. The wood is sold as timber, the wood chips become paper, and the bark and shavings are used to create bioenergy. And as an aside, they've installed 157 wind turbines on their land to create wind power.
In 2020 alone, the carbon benefits amounted to over 6 million tonnes of CO2. That's the equivalent of 12% of Sweden's total emissions, or 20 million passenger flights to and from London to Stockholm. If everyone starts to value Holmen's contribution to the carbon complex in the same way, soon people will realise that the price implied for a unit of carbon, whether that be from a wind turbine or a carbon sink, is way below what it's worth to us as individuals or companies looking to offset their carbon footprint. For me, it's a real win-win. Holmen's assets are underpriced, which makes for a strong business case. But those assets also help me, my family, and the clients in our portfolios help reduce our carbon footprint and help us all achieve our climate goals.